Today, we're diving into the absolutely incredible life of Prophet Dawood. His story is just amazing. It takes us all the way from his humble start as a simple shepherd boy to becoming a wise and powerful king. It's truly a story of courage, faith, and incredible wisdom from Allah.
So let's start with the big question, the one everyone knows. How on earth can a young boy with nothing but a slingshot take down a massive armored giant? It sounds completely impossible, right? But as we're about to see, this fight was never about physical strength. It was all about the power of faith.
Okay, so let's set the scene. Our story really kicks off with the children of Israel. They were feeling vulnerable, without a strong leader, so they asked their prophet to pray for a king, someone who could unite them and lead them into battle. Allah's choice was a man named Jalut. Now, some people hesitated because he wasn't wealthy, but he had what mattered, great strength and knowledge. He was the one.
So, what's the first thing King Jalut does as a leader? He pulls off a brilliant move that shows he values quality way more than quantity. He gathers this huge army, but he knows that what really counts is loyalty and discipline. So, on their march, he leads them to a river and gives them one simple order. Don't drink from it. Or, if you absolutely have to, just take a single handful. This was it, a huge test of their obedience.
And the results of that test, they were just staggering. Almost everyone failed. The vast majority of his soldiers just couldn't resist, and they drank freely from the river. So they were sent home. This left King Jalut with this tiny, faithful handful of men standing against the massive, terrifying army of a giant leader named Jalut. You might know him as Goliath.
Just 314 soldiers. That's all that was left. You can imagine the fear, looking across the field at that massive enemy. But King Jalut reminded them of something powerful. Victory is from Allah, and a small group with strong faith can and will overcome a much larger force.
All right, so this brings us right to the battlefield. The two armies are facing off, and the giant Jalut, full of arrogance, steps forward and roars out a challenge.
That was Jalut's challenge. He wanted a one-on-one fight to show off his strength and just completely demoralize Jalut's tiny army. And honestly, his intimidation tactic was working. The soldiers were terrified. Nobody dared to move a muscle.
And then something totally unexpected happens. A young boy who wasn't even an official soldier, he was just there helping his brothers, he steps forward. This was Dawood. He was a shepherd, and his courage didn't come from military training. It came from protecting his flock from lions and bears, trusting that Allah would always protect him. King Jalut actually offered Dawood heavy armor and a sword, but he refused. It all felt bulky and unfamiliar. Instead, he reached for the weapon he knew best, the one he had mastered as a shepherd, his slingshot. He picked up a few stones, said the name of Allah, which means God, and is often followed by SWT, an honorific that means the most glorified, the most high. And with complete faith, he let a single stone fly. It hit Jalut with such force that the giant just fell, instantly.
That one single act of faith, it completely turned the tide of the battle. Jalut's army panicked, and they were defeated pretty quickly. Dawood became a hero overnight. But this was just the beginning of his story. Allah had a much, much greater destiny planned for him as a prophet and a king.
Just look at this incredible journey. He starts as a humble shepherd boy. Then, his victory over the giant makes him a national hero. After that, he's chosen by Allah to be a prophet, and eventually, after King Jalut passed away, he became the next king of the Israelites. What a life!
Now, as a prophet, Dawood received a holy book from Allah. This book was the Zabur, which you might know as the Psalms. It was just filled with these beautiful prayers and praises to God, and it became a huge part of his worship. And Allah also gave him some truly incredible miracles. He was blessed with the world's most beautiful voice. So beautiful that when he would recite the Zabur, the mountains and the birds would actually join in and sing praises with him. He could also understand the language of animals, and maybe most famously, iron would become as soft as clay in his hands. So now he's a king. But his greatest strength wasn't just power, it was his divine justice and his wisdom. And these were qualities that Allah would continue to test and refine throughout his entire reign.
So get this, one day, while he's in his private prayer room, two figures just appear out of nowhere. They were actually angels sent by Allah to test him. One of them presents this case. My brother here has 99 sheep, and I only have one, and now he's demanding I give him my only one.
Hearing this, Dawood was shocked. I mean, it sounded completely unfair. So he immediately ruled in favor of the man with the one sheep. But the second he spoke, the angels vanished, and he understood instantly. It was a profound lesson from Allah. True justice means you have to hear both sides of a story before you make a judgment. It was a test of his wisdom, and he immediately repented for being so hasty.
And this kind of humility, this constant desire to do what's right, it really defined his entire rule. And his miracles? They often had very practical, very humble uses.
Think about this for a second. He's the king, but he didn't want to just live off the kingdom's treasury. He actually asked Allah for a way to earn his own living, to be self-sufficient. And this is where one of his incredible miracles became his trait. So Allah guided him to use his gift in this really practical way. He was taught how to make a whole new kind of armor, not with heavy solid plates, but with small interlocked iron rings. This invention, what we now call chainmail, was a game changer. It was lighter, more flexible, and gave his soldiers way better protection. By making and selling this divinely inspired armor, he earned his own humble living.
Prophet Dawood lived a long and righteous life as both a prophet and a king. When his time came, the angel of death visited him at his home, and he peacefully submitted to Allah's will. His funeral was a huge event, and on that very hot day, thousands of birds flocked together, creating a vast shadow over the entire procession, as if to pay one final beautiful tribute to him. So, when you look back, the story of Dawood really begins with a boy who seemed small and insignificant, facing a giant. But his faith made him powerful. And that leaves us with a question to really think about. When we face our own giants, our own challenges that seem impossible, what strength can we find in our own faith to help us overcome them?